Welcome back to another video, and we have the ultimate juxtaposition with Orphan 55. We have a spa, but we also have monsters. So it starts out with the doctor still being rattled by the information she found out in the last episode, that they'd been lied to about the timeless child, but that just sort of gets put aside for now. And it's like the doctor and her friends have come from some sort of vacation, and Graham has won a getaway. And they all put these squares together, and it makes a teleport cube and transports them to this place called Tranquility. All-inclusive spa. Talk about dream vacation. And Graham basically says the first thing he's going to do is he's going to sit in one place and then he's going to get up and he's going to sit in another place, and then he's going to have drinks. And they all separate and decide to enjoy the vacation. Yaz has meets up with this couple, and they're a very elderly couple. One of the guys is on a breathing machine, and he's been waiting to pop the question, and Yaz has sort of interrupted it by being there. And so we have this alarm going off, and it turns out that there is a bit of a disaster. One of the creatures that lives on the planet, and they're called the dregs, and they're very monstrous. I mean, they're like very sort of gray, large, muscled, lots of teeth. They have invaded the spa, and the doctor finds out that this is a planet called Orphan 55. And what an orphan planet is a planet that has completely been non-habitable to human life. And the idea of having the Tranquility Spa on this planet was to make some money and to redevelop it, because it's almost ready for terraforming. But what they didn't count on was some of the indigenous life surviving. So everybody is in peril. The local crew, the elderly couple, the doctor and her friends, and she figures out that the planet Orphan 55 is Earth. Yes, one possible future. So, what are the dregs? The answer is simple. The dregs are us, the few that actually survived on the planet and they mutated. And where we have carbon and we breathe out carbon dioxide and take in oxygen, they do the opposite. So straight oxygen is harmful to them, and outside the dome of Tranquility is an oxygen-free environment. So there is a lot of action, a lot of adventure, but what I wanted to pose with this episode is, this brought to mind, I don't know if any of you ever read or saw any of the various movie incarnations of H.G. Wells' Time Machine, where a man invents a time machine and he travels towards the future, and he finds that humanity has not exactly survived. There's the Eloi and the Morlocks, and the Morlocks have, they eat the Eloi for their food, and the rest of Earth, it's just all dust and mold and leftovers. It also brought to mind the season 1 episode, The End of the World, where the Ninth Doctor takes Rose and Earth is about to burn. And we already know from Doctor Who lore that humankind creates new Earth. Humankind spreads out and explores across the galaxy. Humankind survives. But it does also make me think that we have to think, well, what are we leaving behind? What are we doing? This is posing an environmental message. You know, what are we doing with our world? Is there going to be anything left? And she said at the end, her friends, that this is one possible future, because they're all rattled by this. Graham, Yaz, and Ryan, they're all rattled by this. And she said, be the best of humanity. She's saying it's one possible future. The future can change. So I want to ask you what you guys thought of this episode. Lots of action and adventure. Of course, I didn't cover a lot of it, but that's just the impression that struck me. So give this video a like if you liked it. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Join the discussion. And I saw the sneak peek for next time. Next time we're getting Nikola Tesla. A little bit of a nerdgasm there. So don't go far. Stay tuned. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.